What's up, sports bettors? 1 week of football ends. We move on to the next one. Sportsbooks have already released odds for week 9 of the NFL season, and you can see lines are on the move. So it's completely free to browse odds on OddsJam for any sport. And what I'm going to be taking you through is a sharp bet that I already found a big line discrepancy as sportsbooks started to release odds. So it's in the Vikings-Commanders game where the Vikings are unsurprisingly favored, right? They're best offered at minus 150 on Bet365, DraftKings, Come On, Casumo, a bunch of different sports books. The best line you can get on the Commanders is going to be plus 144 right here on Pinnacle Sportsbook. So not super exciting. I mean, I guess the Vikings, it's a little surprising that they're only minus 150 favorites, at least in my opinion. But you can see here, there's not a ton of value anywhere for a money line bet. However, I do have a play on the spread where you can see the Vikings are 3-point favorites. And then the total is at 44, 44.5, depending on the sports book. So we try to keep this, YouTube educational. And really the point of OddsJam is to help explain to you how to use data to make better bets, right? Kind of the typical way people think about sports betting is they watch highlights of sports and then they bet on, their favorite player or their favorite team. That's about it. And that's not the way to make money sports betting, right? The way to make money sports betting is you use all this data in the market to make smarter bets, right? So as an example, kind of something sharp sports bettors will know, but recreational bettors won't know, is that you definitely shouldn't be betting on, let's say, Pinnacle on the Vikings at minus 162. Why would that be a terrible bet? Even if you think the Vikings are going to win, it's a horrible bet because there's a bunch of other sports books offering them at minus 150 odds. So you're getting ripped off, right? As a sports bettor, you're kind of like an investor. You're always looking for value, bets that are mispriced. And if you're placing bets at, minus 162, when there's a bunch of other bookmakers offering minus 150, even if these sports books aren't in your location and Pinnacle's the only sports book in your location, that's a horrible bet at minus 162, and you'll lose money long term. You always have to be getting the best possible odds, right? Sports betting, it's not about getting rich quick. If you want to try to do that, go to 7-Eleven, play scratch-off lottery tickets. OddsJam is about consistently building your bankroll by helping you zone in on bets with an edge, right? Bets with an actual profit margin. You're not going to get rich overnight, but data-driven sports betting is the only proven way, beating the closing line to make money month over month. So the total's at 44, 44.5. So as an example, what a sharp bettor will do is if they want to play the under in this game, they're obviously going to play the under right here, on DraftKings or on FanDuel. Why would you play the under 44 at minus 110 odds when you can grab under 44.5 at minus 110 odds? All these sports books are just a tab click away, right? Now that sports betting's mobile. So it's super easy to scan the sports books, compare lines ruthlessly, and then just pick the sports book that's offering value, right? So if you wanted to play the total, you'd obviously want to take the under on FanDuel or DraftKings. So another thing to mention is just like the stock market, sports betting markets are very efficient. There's millions of dollars bet on the NFL on all these different sports books. So really, the way to make money sports betting isn't to try to, build your own model to beat the millions of other people betting on the NFL. It's not how it works, right? You're not going to beat the market by just watching sports and building your own models. What you should be doing is using all this information in the market to find line discrepancies and find value. That's the easiest way to make money sports betting. So as an example, the play I ended up going with right here is the Vikings minus 3. So lines started ripping towards the Vikings. All of the early sharp action was coming in on the Vikings. So you can see right here, we're able to get them on the spread at plus 105. Vikings minus 3 plus 105. That bet has a 3.1% profit margin. So again, sure, lines can still move. This game's a week away. But as a sharp bettor, we know this great price, these great odds, they're not going to be available long. This is a fantastic bet. So we hit it. And you can see no other bookmaker in the entire market is even giving us plus money. In fact, every sportsbook's minus 108 or worse. And also, another thing that you should notice is Pinnacle, which is the sharpest bookmaker in the world, the most efficient betting market. They take the highest volume of bets and allow sports bettors to bet the most. They have the Vikings as favored, right? They have the minus 110 on the spread for minus 3, and they only have the Commanders minus 102, Commanders plus 3. So we're using all this market information to see, like, yeah, I mean, there's a ton of value on Caesars being able to get this play at plus 105 odds. So is this bet going to get you rich overnight? No. But is this bet data-driven, and is there a very clear edge and clear value? Yeah, of course, 3.1% profit margin. We have tons of videos about how to break down and figure out the profit margin or the edge of your bet. And we can see the true odds with the VIG removed is the Vikings minus 3 should actually be favored. The true odds is minus 101. We're getting plus 105. So we're beating the market, right? It's kind of like if you knew a stock was worth $400 and you could buy it for $300. We're hitting, we're doing that. We're buying the stock. So the way to make money sports betting is you look at all these bookmakers, they're all independent data points of where the line should be set, and you can get a very clear representation of what should Vikings minus 3 be set at. And after, kind of scrolling through all the odds, it becomes pretty clear, like, yeah, Vikings minus 3, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all these data points telling us this should be like minus 110. We're getting it plus 105. It's just a no-brainer bet, a play you want to be on. So I hammered it for $1,000. And again, I've been tracking my profit and loss of all these YouTube plays. We're currently up on $27K since the start of football season with any bets I've hit and tracked profit for. And then on live stream, so this is literally live stream, you could tail the bet in real time. We're up 9.6K. So the whole point is to just show you mathematical sports betting. You're not going to win every bet, but you have an edge, so you make money in the long run. So Vikings minus 3 is absolutely a play we want to be on. 3.1% edge, we hit it for $1,000. So as you can see right here, my bet's going to have $31 in profit margin. So hopefully this video was helpful. Let's make some money, guys.